We started off AFAM55 with the celebration of the arts, which is a super special experience because we get to have students, alumni, community members, and so we get to start our time together by celebrating our artistic roots. Art has always been an integral part of Black culture, and it really transcends time and space. Throughout the diaspora, we express ourselves in various ways artistically. So this year, I'm so excited that we had Kevin Alushila come to keynote our celebration of the arts. Not just because he's one of my classmates from the class of 2011, but because he has done tremendous things with his art, with his music. The goal of AFAM55 was really to create intergenerational dialogue. And we did that in a variety of ways through the panels and lectures that we had over the weekend. Throughout AFAM55 weekend, we had students, we had alumni, we had faculty and staff from the African American Studies Department engage in different panels to talk about where we've been and where we need to go. My favorite panel was the Gen Z panel because it was all current student leaders on our campus talking about their hopes for the future of the house. And it's so important for us to be able to listen to them and hear their desires and then work as alumni and community members to make sure they have the tools they need to make that happen.
The Black Church at Yale service this morning, I think what made me just feel welcome, made me feel inspired by those events was the love that was present. Yale Gospel Choir got to perform this morning, and also just the connections that were made at those events, being able to speak to alumni, being able to connect, being able to get people's contact information, and just having that time to really see how, I guess, a glimpse into my future through the alumni who were here.
One of the most special things that happens in this house every week is the Black Church at Yale service, or BK as we call it now. BK was founded around the same time that the house was founded, and it's completely run by students. They host Bible studies and other events throughout the week, but every single Sunday of the academic year, there's BK here at the house. And it's a really special time for community and to come together in faith, which has always been a grounding principle of our home.
As this weekend transported, I was really fortunate to have moderated a panel, attended a few of the events, including the Celebration of the Arts, some panels, and I had attended the Boucher Ball last night. Learned so many great things about this here house. Like the education and edification didn't stop when the panel stopped. I got to actually have conversations with so many different alum, and that was, I think, a great and fantastic experience. I think my favorite part must have been the keynote speech. And it was a really special opportunity for me to finally see, like, oh my God, just Professor people have talked so much about, I've heard her name in so many different spaces, see her in the flesh and actually hear from her. It made me even more energized. As a current student and entering Black Yale alumnihood, I'm super excited to continue the fight and continue sustaining this house that's been here for 55 years.
The culminating event of AFAM55 was our Boucher Ball and award ceremony, which is really special because it brought together hundreds of people of the house's community. Current students, alumni, faculty and administrators from Yale, and community members from New Haven. It was so special to be able to honor and celebrate our awardees this year, especially our Lifetime Achievement awardee, Dr. Angela Bassett, who's a triple Yalie, and flew all the way out here from California to accept her award and be in community with us.
When I was part of the Afro American Cultural Center as a student, I found more than a place. I found a sanctuary where I could breathe deeply, speak freely, and fully be seen. It was here that I learned the power of community, the beauty of our shared history, and the importance of lifting as we climb. Yes. The house, as we called it and still do, wasn't just a space, it was a home.
It was also really wonderful to see General Enoch Woodhouse of the class of 1952, one of the last living Tuskegee Airmen, talk about his journey over these 98 years and how special the house and Yale has been to him.
I have a very strong affinity for the history and saga of blacks at Yale. I was here, and the first black I saw graduation day was at the ceremony. He was in a robe, and I was in a robe. I said, "What are you doing here?"
So I'm really excited that we were able to bring everybody together for that time of celebration, because as much as we do the work, and we do the work in the lectures and the panels and the conversations, we also need to celebrate and acknowledge all of the joy that we bring to this campus and all of the positivity that we bring when we're together. Our theme, A House Built to Last, celebrating our past while planning for a sustainable future, was probably the most timely theme we could have at this time. And so I think it's really important that we get to come together and talk about the house that we know, and the experiences that we know, and the facts that we know to be true about our space, which is that it's an inclusive space, not an exclusive space, and that we all care enough about each other to come together and build that diversity, equity, inclusion, and belonging at Yale's campus and beyond.